I would describe myself as just like an ordinary person who wants to be part of the community. I like connecting with people, making friends, and learning about them. I mean, yeah, that's just how I've been as a person growing up. I've also enjoyed playing chess. The strategies and tactics with chess have been I don't know, I guess when you get a challenge and it's like, huh, can I do this, can I handle this, and boom, if you manage to handle it with the right strategies, the right counters, etc. I mean, it's a really fun game. That's what I believe, obviously. And school wise, I've always been artistically inclined because I've enjoyed the creative stuff where I used to draw comics and stuff, but I was able to handle other stuff well enough, science and everything else. So, yeah, that's me. So then I ended up getting all kinds of different mentors who'd say, "Hey, you're good at writing, so get into writing. You're good at chess. You're sports, different things." Different mentors from the community basically called out to me and said, "Do this," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, let me do it." And I was happy to really explore that. And then at one point, my psychology professor or lab technician instructor person picked me to play a game with a polygraph test, lie detector test, which was actually really fun because that then just opened up my mind from the person who played sports and was chess and writing to now actually seeing that there's a whole other world within psychology, and it's something that I could even implement in user experience. And that was just me doing that stuff out of fun and not really as a specific goal orientated per thingy. So yeah, I basically connected the dots, and um, I had a lot of fun building my research and interview skills to get
Really intrigued
information.
by these massively intellectual characters who, by the virtue of their own talent and their own intelligence, end up being kind of ostracized from society because
Everybody
Can we hit pause on that?
okay.
I've been at the LP for, this is my 5th year at the paper now. I started back when I first got to college. I started writing probably 2 or 3 meetings in, and then about a month or 2 in, I got hired as a staff writer.
everybody just has something unique and interesting to
We
offer.
can get high off this one right now. It's about that time to get high. Don't need to drop 5. Y'all can have some of mine. With a tree, with a swisher, with
You need to make it alive, make it live, right? Because there's a reason it's a play, not a book. And the first thing that's going to hook an audience in isn't those first few lines. It's how those first few lines are presented.
a paper with a bong. I don't care what.
So then I got injured from football, and a friend was like, "Hey, dude, come be a videographer and shoot our theater production." I wanted to add ambiance and an atmosphere because they used it to market on Facebook. It was an adaptation of, yeah, Sherlock Holmes adaptation. So, England, UK, and all that stuff. Where I got injured. I mean, it seemed fitting because you were talking about Sherlock Holmes. And yeah, I believe they used it to advertise their shows, and yeah. So after getting injured and football being done, my dad talked to me about where he wanted to move and to some suburban area and security wise. I ended up I bought dogs with my own cash, and I used the security training that I had to access. I accessed ways to train dogs, and then I went to my dad's farm and started running drills with them, having them herd sheeps and goats and run the farm and manage the farm to the point where they were able to do it by themselves, and I could just stand there and record them. And I was very impressed. I showed them a great deal of love and care in their raising, and then obviously you have to have some form of discipline and reprimanding when they mess up is part of the training. But as long as they get the objective done, I mean, this was pretty awesome. There was like one straggler left, and so they had to tactically chase that straggler down, and they eventually got all the sheep in there. Yeah, that was awesome. So I guess you can say this is the final product of where throughout my life there were real world problems that I solved. I successfully studied chess tactics and strategy and used that to network with people, socialize with them, and then get offered the opportunity to videograph the theater play production and shoot the video, the ad that they would use to advertise themselves on Facebook. And yeah, so I mean, it was great working. And with my remote work, it's great to find different avenues to help people. And here we've got my baby brother and the dogs that I've trained that can herd sheep in farms and do different things like that. So I mean, this has all been it's awesome stuff.